Today is Marge's mother's 80th birthday. Marge specially asked the family to wear the sweaters made by her mother, but Homer was very reluctant because Marge's family didn't like Homer. Even when Homer used to have hair, money, and a cool sports car, they still didn't like him.
Where is that car, Homer?
I went to a music festival and I couldn't remember where I parked it.
At Marge's plea, Homer finally agreed to compromise. At this time, Maggie was sitting alone in the room. A little squirrel appeared at the window. To play with the squirrel, Maggie spit out her pacifier. The squirrel also gave Maggie a nut. Just then, Marge appeared behind Maggie with a sweater. She told Maggie to pretend she wore it often. Homer drove to Grandma's house. The family sang a birthday song for Grandma. Abe also prepared a bunch of flowers for Grandma. Suddenly, Smithers appeared with a gift box containing Mr. Burns.
Oh, Jacqueline, I fell in love with you the moment I came down with dementia. So, to win your heart, I got you an old-fashioned music player.
Mr. Burns even brought an old-school musician for Grandma. Abe had to admit defeat. Mr. Burns only did it to prevent Abe from winning Jacqueline's favor. Then he left on a plane. Homer carried the food and sat on the sofa.
Go! I'm next! Whee!
Homer began to explain to the children why there was a plastic cloth.
Hey, the plastic's here for a reason. To keep the couch clean. Watch and learn, boy. Voila! Now I take a simple napkin and...
Oh, who's ready to see some slides of us as teenagers?
Homer breathed a sigh of relief when Selma appeared with a small box. Then she announced that there were more than 5 photos inside. Looking at the figure of her father in the photos, Marge felt very nostalgic. Lisa wondered how Grandpa died. Marge and her sisters all said they didn't know. Grandma had to admit that he died of lung cancer. Patty wondered why their mother still supported them smoking.
I thought it made you look cool.
For the sake of health, Patty and Selma decided to quit smoking.
Well, anyway, happy birthday.
After returning home, Marge took Maggie back to the room to put her to sleep. But as soon as Maggie closed her eyes, there was a tapping sound at the window, so she opened the window. But the squirrel didn't come in. Instead, it climbed onto the roof. When she got to the roof, Maggie found a parrot, an owl, and others were there too. The squirrel briefly introduced both sides. Maggie shared her snacks with them. Maggie had a great time playing with the small animals. When she accidentally fell, the mouse caught her with its tail in time. On the other side, quitting smoking was very tough. Even a black tea bag couldn't relieve Patty's bad mood. On the other hand, Selma not only became a very kind person, but also took her work very seriously. Patty was very confused. Selma thought Patty might have had a stroke, so Patty decided to consult a professional medical person.
That? Who doesn't have that? No!
After the doctor's examination, all of Patty's indicators were normal, but she smelled cigarette smoke again. Even the doctor smelled it. It turned out to be Selma. She had only quit for 10 minutes before giving up. Patty was very angry, so she decided to separate from Selma. She went to the Simpsons' house to stay. Marge arranged her sister in Maggie's room. Patty's snoring kept Maggie awake. Just then, the owl came to the window, but the window was locked. When Maggie got to